For my open book project, I chose Category 5 by Anne Davila Cardinal. And this book was really good for me to read. It's a realistic book. And quick summary without the spoiler would be the book takes place on the island of Puerto Rico. The main character is Lupe, and she is visiting her cousin Javier, who lives in Puerto Rico. The town and island where Javier is living in had a hurricane, Hurricane Maria, and the hurricane deeply affected the town in general because there was a lot of people that have gone missing since the time of the hurricane. So therefore people are kind of confused why, because you don't just go missing for no reason. And once Lupe arrives to the island, she's put to work with Javier to try to investigate. Some people say it's spirits, some people say it's murders, so it's their job to get all this evidence and try to track down who they think it was. So for a few of the excerpts from the book, the first one from page 173, it says, Javier realized that he and Sam were alone, kind of, and the silence became awkward. He stood up and brushed off his jeans, though he doubted any dirt had gotten off them. Still, his skin felt like it was crawling, and he was fighting off the urge to run all the way to the terminal, take the next ferry off the island, and never return. So, what this quote means to the central meaning of the book is that he's saying that he wants to leave immediately because all the things that are going on takes a toll on his brain, and it makes him want to leave because it's a very suspenseful book, and overall in general it's just a book that where the characters are going through things that they've never gone through before. And the second quote from page 179 says, Carlos pointed to the stones they'd unearthed, and there are women and children among them, not exactly ghoul material. That means the killer's still out there, Javier responded. Lupe nodded, and the ghosts. So this shows that their skills to be resilient, and they have really good problem solving opportunities in here, and they never decide on something too early because they know with what's happened, anything else can happen. So to expect the unexpected. And so this just relates to also the central meaning of finding a problem and solving it, problem solving. So next I'm gonna show the poster that I created. And on this poster I labeled a few things that related to the book. Here's the poster in general. And it says, for the quote, surviving the storm was not the only task. And I drew some lightning bolts to show like the hurricane in general, little tornado to show the weather, and a hurricane in the middle. And then one of the most important ones in the bottom right would be the machete with the blood on it, because there was a lot of mass killings in the book after the hurricane. The next thing I want to mention is the item that I have that relates to the book. And in the book, Javier and Lupe use it's a half-broken compass, but it still works to their advantage, and it points them in the direction of the killers. So I have this item here, and it is a compass that I have. It's a little golden compass, and it points in the direction. So I thought that was similar to what they use, and that's something I had. But overall, this book allowed me to learn about to expect the unexpected, and that that if you work hard, that you can achieve what you want. And I think this book was good for understanding what nature can do to a community. And overall, I learned a lot from this book, and I would definitely read again, and I recommend this book to others. And that is Anne Davila Cardinal's Category 5.